Let's have a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's have a word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for this day and for the many blessings of life. We pray that what we do here tonight would be pleasing to you. And it's our goal and our aim to try to serve the people of this county and of the state. Our Father, we fall short many times, but we would ask you to forgive us when we do. And our Father, we pray when all these days are gone that you will say, "Come on home, my good and faithful servant." I ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. This is your county governor work, and we did get the air conditioner fixed. It's a lot hotter than this is the last time, but it's bearable. Everybody but Denver says it's bearable.
Me.
And you.
What's up in the pot?
Yeah. I'm glad to have you. You're welcome anytime. Okay, Jennifer, you want to call a roll?
Denver Potter.
Here.
John Brown.
Here.
Stanley Rigsby.
Here.
Brandon Evans.
Here.
Anthony Lockwood.
Here.
Stanley Franklin.
Here. About got enough to have a quorum. Okay, if you got the minutes of the last meeting, somebody? We did. Y'all get them back.
Make a motion with it.
All right.
Second.
Motion been made.
Second.
And second by John Brown. Made by Anthony, second by John Brown, that we approve the minutes at the last meeting.
All in favor?
All in favor? Opposed, like sign. Irene's gone to the class this week to learn how to be a better emergency management coordinator. She's gone to Louisville. And did she leave it something here?
Yeah, there's a handout.
Okay. Y'all had a chance to look it over yet?
She got the grant, right?
Yeah.
That's what the email said she sent.
The total was $40,000 divided equally among the 8 fire departments, so each one of them should have gotten $5,000 around. And we got all those reports in, so we could submit them to the powers that be, so we know what's going on. Any questions about it?
Those two roads in my district that we just repaired, they were FEMA projects, is that going to?
And we just went ahead and fixed it.
So that's
Yeah.
good, okay,
So
that's fine.
if we get FEMA money, we'll be ahead. If we don't, well, we'll just,
Okay. Well, they had to be repaired, I mean,
Yeah.
we couldn't wait until,
regardless, they need to fix it.
On the coal savings money that we always got for the fire departments, did they ever get that straightened out?
Yeah, that's what we got, $40,000 divided 8 ways.
Okay.
So each one of them got $5,000
They
each.
had some problem the way they had it worded or something.
Yeah, they've got it going.
Okay.
Our floodplain coordinator didn't have anything to report that I'm aware of. Mr. Curd. And the road department has fixed 3 breaks in the last 30 days, and that we was hoping to get FEMA money for, but I don't know. They don't seem to be wanting to give us any money. I don't know where things happened in the past or what, but they're not handing out much money. So we're doing the best we can with what we got to do with it. Robin, you want to tell us anything about the Wellness Center?
August was a better month than July. As I told you in July, our attendance was over
catching on then, isn't it?
It's growing, and that's probably only gonna be a part of what we'll have in December. I've also got a little handout here, it's an email I received from Codell Construction, he didn't have anybody's email to send it to you all, but he asked if I would print it off and give it to our magistrates and fiscal court. You have your, this is just an update on what they're doing down there. They're almost finished with everything that they're supposed to be doing.
Something took off.
Yes, it is.
I don't know whether you're all aware of it or not, but we've had some problems with the building down there. And we've been after, Robin has been after Codell, trying to get him in there to fix it. And they have, I don't think it's them, you know, indirectly it's their fault. It's other agencies that's doing work down there. And it seems that they finally are trying to get it, all the problems satisfied. Go ahead, Robin, I didn't mean to butt in.
Okay, he called me today, he was actually up here yesterday, he being John Hayden Codell. The countertop that was messed up in the men's bathroom, room 113, I think it is downstairs, it is actually supposed to be shipped out on the 14th, and he said that they will be up here to fix it sometime the next week. There is a window that is still messed up, he said that is ordered, and as soon as they get that, they'll be up. The guys were actually there today and they cleaned our bathroom floors, all the grout stuff that were on it. They cleaned those. Knock on wood, there hasn't been any leaks in the last week. They came and worked on all the HVAC stuff. They pretty much got just about everything that except for 4 or 5 things. They came and caulked today. The guy brought 2 cases of caulking to seal up all the little holes that I pointed out to them. And they left me 3 or 4 tubes in case I wanted to drill some more holes. But they've actually been doing really good the last week. Somebody has been there just about every day working on something.
Well, it seems that they have gotten more interested in getting it fixed than they were.
Yeah.
By them coming and all these subcontractors coming in to try to finish up.
I think the way John Hagan explained it to me, and you know, I don't know, he just said that it was hard to get subcontractors back on a job once they've been gone and are working on another job. There was a couple of things that the main bosses didn't even know, for the subcontractors, that their boss didn't even know that stuff was messed up. They went to, like, I guess the middle person, the supervisor or whatever, they didn't go to the actual boss. But those guys were back today and everything's about to get done.
I think it's got a lot to do with you being persistent and calling like you have, and that's good.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say about the report, treasurer's report?
She's not here. She is going to email you the monthly reports next week when she gets back. I did print you off the financial statement so that you all could see that.
Well, he wasn't able to do all of it until all the bills and stuff were in, so Lindsay just thought it.
Lindsay's on vacation, by the way, our treasurer.
I'm sorry. So that way you all had some idea.
Yeah. As you very well know, we've been hard pressed to try to do anything, and it's been a struggle, but we're going to be open a few more days anyway. Any reports, anything you want to say about the treasury report?
Looks like they got a little money coming in.
Yeah. Okay, let's see, on to the new business then, I guess. If something happens, you don't get this report. from the treasurer, why, get back in touch with us and we'll go from there. Okay, Allison, we're glad to have you with us tonight.
So I just wanted to give you guys the tax rates that the board of whatever decided on. Did decide on the compensating rate issue. So I just want to pass one. For real property, they decided on 10.7, personal 14.83, and motor vehicle 5.
Was that the same as Ben?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't
I
up
mean,
and
the
down?
real and personal, it went up a little,
Okay.
but it's still a compensating rate, you know, so it's not by much, so. But that is the written notification. So if you guys need anything else, just let me know.
If anybody wants to see this handout here, you may see it after we'll say you want, Brandon. Okay. So there's very little change in what it was the previous time. You had time to look it over yet? You hear a motion that we accept this rate they proposed for Liberty.
We don't have to accept it, I don't think. This is knowledge.
We just acknowledge that they turned it in.
All right. They have given it to us then as recorded now. Okay, I guess the amendment and resolution for the patching. Oh, is that your
That's my phone ringing. Morgan County Schools.
That's what I just got.
Did you?
Yeah.
You remember turning your ringer off? Well, I didn't.
Yep.
Huh?
Snow day.
Yeah. I'm telling them snow tomorrow.
Sorry. See, I don't have anything about patching in my stuff. Let's see,
We've already approved.
we approved that from last week.
We approved the road, we haven't approved the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreement and resolution.
All right.
For the
I'll make
patching.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right. Brandon made it, and Stanley and Anthony both second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay, the reading of the amendment, insurance claim for the sheriff.
And by the way, since Beth is new at this, on the front cover, it's actually about more than the sheriff. It's on the amendment number 2. It's all those things and not just the sheriff. That's
Okay.
my bad. Sorry.
See if I can do that.
What was it about the sheriff?
Oh, well, the one part was
I don't find that in my statute.
Okay, for the meeting.
Okay.
I'll read it to you.
What is it?
It is ADF Emergency Operations Grant in the amount of $4,203.10. Insurance claim for the sheriff, $1,499.15. 2 tire disposal grants. The first one is $525.25, and the second one is for $4,000. Total $10,227.50. That needs a first reading.
And that was the first reading. What was that amount totally?
$10,227.50. That's amendment number 2.
Make a motion to approve this first reading.
Anthony made it, and John seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the second reading of the amendment of the animal, we had was
Yeah.
a $500 animal shelter
Yeah.
donation.
We had the first reading, this is second, amendment number 1.
So moved.
Second.
John Stanley, first made it, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Where did this donation come from?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
I'm not sure where it came from, where it was anonymous or not. Do we have a record of that? Who gave the $500 or not?
I can't remember who it came from.
Someone said last.
I apologize, I don't know.
That's what I think it's
And the
on.
animal control officer is off on medical leave, so all it was to approve it, so if she can take it into the animal shelter and use it for the facility versus Helping Hands, which does wonders, so they do a great job, but she wanted to use it for the facility itself and security and other stuff.
They wanted to get some security cameras to hang up over there. They've had a little problem with people coming and throwing cats over the fence. And in order to get rid of them, and that's
When you
not
got
right.
75, when you got 75 dogs in there, that gets rid of them.
Take care of it. That's, we're sorry that we don't have any way of taking care of the cats, but we do well take care of the dog.
Or he can read it.
Cats multiply faster than the dogs do. But they do a good job over there with what they've got to do with the animal shelter, I think.
This is tax free.
Next thing is approval of the
For the extension.
extension board, their tax rates.
It's coming around here.
And they stay the same as last year.
Stayed the same. They
Just
didn't
the formality
increase.
to
Yeah.
approve and acknowledge.
It stayed the same rate as it has been, so it didn't change. You hear a motion to accept that?
Motion to acknowledge.
Acknowledge to me.
Second.
Made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, as you know, we get at least a new truck every year for the transfer station. And it's time for that to happen again this coming week. And we need a resolution adoption of the lease for the new truck.
I'll make that motion.
Denzel made it, Stanley second, all in favor?
Aye.
Now, for you all know or not, we get a new truck every year, lease a new truck to haul back and forth to Moorhead. They're not worn too bad, but it puts a lot of miles on them because they make 2 and 3 trips a day from here to Moorhead back 5 days a week.
We got the new truck on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's the new truck's already here. They're
The old one's
making
going
it
back
road ready,
Monday.
I reckon.
They will stop some more to take the other ones off.
Yeah, yeah. To the boys, volunteer to take it, and I think they've been there before. Yeah. Oh, we talked about this coal severance that was to be divided among the fire departments, which is a total of $40,000 divided to all 8 fire departments. And we've already talked about that. Don't recommend to have a motion on that, do we?
It's for a resolution.
Or, yeah, it's just acknowledge it's a resolution to use the money for that purpose.
I'll make that motion.
Brandon made the motion, or, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
tell me if the road department that the high pressure washer that they've got that they clean up equipment up there with is worn out. They've had it fixed and had it fixed and had it fixed, and they tell them they can't fix it anymore. They would like to maybe get up as much as $5,000 to buy one. I don't know. I think maybe they can find it cheaper with $3,500 on it. John, you probably know something about that.
They're pretty expensive.
And they're, you know, they need to try to keep all the salt off of them if they can.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't do that by cold water washing. It has to have heat and steam in order to do it. And they've asked that we will finance another one for them. I think we need to do it if we want to keep our equipment going.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Made and second by Denzel and John, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I guess we need to talk about the soccer field. Brenda, you want to say something? Come up front and we can hear you. We got a motor running and I can't hear anyway.
No, we just want that lease agreement approved so you can sign it. We need that for the women of the world because they're really wanting to help us out, give us a grant, so we can have money to get topsoil and get whatever needs to be done up there. And we've already got grass being donated, so we're just waiting on you guys to give us a go-ahead.
I'll make a motion to do it.
There was one change in the contract from what you all discussed earlier. I put in there that, well, two changes, I'm sorry. One was that earlier we were going to charge $1 for a lease. With the public good in mind, and I think it even protects us a little bit more liability-wise, I say that we lease it to them for $0, okay? Dollar's not that much, and if it, affects our liability, then I would say just let them keep the $1 and we'll lease it to them under the recreational statute. Because the recreational statute, it protects people, public entities like us, for being held responsible when we're just letting people use our land. So that's one of them. It would go to $0. I also wrote something on the end of that. We can tweak it. That I remember we were having a discussion that the roadway to the wellness center is pretty thin with regards to the blacktop, and we were worried about heavy machinery, heavy trucks traversing that property in order to get to the soccer field. So I wrote in there something that the soccer people, the soccer league, could not come over the property with heavy trucks, heavy machinery, or stuff like that. I think there's a way around that we just we wanted to make sure that we didn't get our brand new road kind of tore up. But other than that, I think everything that you voted for last time is in that contract that I wrote. So
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded that we accept this contract for the soccer people. I might add that we are sorry that we were slow about getting around, Brandon, but we have some things coming. The area we're talking about is up the holler behind the wellness center. There's a lot of land up in there, and they're going to develop it into a soccer field. This one over here where they've got is kind of down in the swamp, if you know what I mean. And they're going to develop that, and they can get various organizations to help them, and that's what's going to be done.
And I believe we've had, I think this is about 125 kids sign up for our soccer league.
Yeah.
And right now, we're giving over Grace Baptist. They've been kind enough to let us use their kids behind the church again.
Is the county going to fix a drive for them?
Okay. I don't know, we'll wait and see. I mean,
It shouldn't take a whole lot of work to put.
the main concern is not breaking up what's already there.
Right, but see,
Get around it while we be all right.
There's another road to the left of the blacktop. It goes
Did you
up.
bring that out? Because that is something that I.
Steve Gunnell was going to tell us what to do about it. He said he would inform us of what we need to, how to go about it. And now, I guess they want a way in, the way out, probably maybe all the way around.
Want the water line or something go up that way too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know exactly where it's
It's
at.
right about where that road goes up, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, it's right at the edge of the road. And also, they will probably need to make their own parking lot up there on that little flat because we're gonna be booked this fall and winter. And we're always busy
guess, once we get his recommendation on that, and get started on it, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem to put some gravel down there for them to get in and out on, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think he's already been up there and seen what needs to be done, so I'm pretty confident he knows what he's doing.
Okay,
He does.
I think so.
Did we vote on that? Did we vote on that?
We already voted once to allow them to do this, didn't we, early on? That we,
Yes.
I'm not tonight, but I mean,
Draw, I believe.
previous games and previous meetings, that we would allow you to have the,
So
I
all
get-
we're waiting for is you to sign that lease then, and
have you worded the second one, I mean, the next one, I mean, are you going to omit?
What Robin said, everything that we've discussed is in this current lease right now. If you want a separate parking lot for the soccer league, I can write that in. I've got this saved on my computer. It'd take me like a minute to do. And there's a place for you to sign, and then we need the appropriate designee from the Ward County Youth Soccer to also sign it. And then you'll be good to go. Should be filed with the county clerk probably.
Well, since there was 2 adjustments made to that contract, we probably ought to go have another motion to accept this.
The one adjustment you're talking about is the extra parking lot?
No, the ones you already made.
The change.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this has already got the zero amount in it, and then you have to take heavy payload around the new road.
All right, do I hear a motion that we accept this?
I'll make the motion, let's get her on.
Okay, yeah.
Take it.
You got, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. You've probably got 6 members up here that you want to get on the team just as soon as you can. 3 masters and me.
yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
I want,
I think that would make a great fundraiser. We can have, you guys on the against our.
I want to kick it in the shade.
As long as Denzel plays in the shade,
I
it'll be all
want to play in
right.
the shade.
How many wheelchairs do you have?
Danny, can I say something?
Yes, sir. You certainly may.
You talking about this soccer field, is it for the high school?
No, this is for the youth soccer league. It's for basically 12 and under.
The reason why I asked if it's for the high school, why don't the Board of Education get you guys? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm for helping kids.
Well, no, it's my understanding with their new football field, this old football field's gonna be the soccer field for the high school.
You gotta know what they'll get down there, I think they'll be standing, all the trouble we're having here in the county, and they get there.
This will be like the Little League fields, like the baseball fields.
Well, anything I'm trying to, you got anything for kids out there, you know, I'm for kids 100%.
Keeps them out of trouble.
Greg wants on that old man game. You want to play the old man game, ain't you?
I couldn't play.
Brenda, we appreciate the effort you made to get this spearheaded and get it going. We sure do.
All right, so I'll come by tomorrow and get your signed
Yeah.
copy to get to somebody to sign, and then
Yeah.
I'll take it down to Freeman's office.
Or you have a committee, or what do you have that represents you all?
Yeah, we have a board.
Okay.
And then we'll probably have the president sign it, Eric.
Okay,
Conley.
all right.
Eric Conley, ERICCONLEY,
Yeah.
and he's the president. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, what about the handouts for the question for horse, I guess that's the horse park down on Liberty Road? We got something in our hands about that?
Like they're waiting for new light fixtures down there.
They've got some, I think this is to finish it up. I don't think they had enough. If I'm not mistaken, the tourist,
Donated, or
Donated
got a
some.
grant for half of it.
yeah. I don't have that in my paper. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing down there. I think we ought to do it.
Seen that?
Especially what we got.
Action grant.
Well, somebody else paid the other half, and they want us, I'll make most of
Then
it.
the work's getting donated and the equipment's getting, their
Yeah, the
donated.
Gallup boys doing the work, I think. ain't
Yeah.
I'll see.
Denzel's made it and Stanley seconded, donate the $1,980 to the equestrian park to finish the lighting down there. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, like sign. All the horses I ever had, they should have been rode in the dark. They showed your horses. As you know, there's a bunch of old theater seats that's stored away up there in the barn at the, transfer station, they call it. And Carter Bolden has approached the court to try to purchase those chairs for the Greenville Lodge, number 655. And he thinks there might be, what did he say, 40 to 50 chairs up there?
I didn't hear him, I'm sorry.
I think that's what he said. And of course, they're up there collecting dust right now. I don't know, I guess there was, I don't know how they got there and how they were salvaged. I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming that they either come out of the old courthouse or they came from the theater, or maybe from the theater to the courthouse and then up there. Anybody, you all know anything about it?
I think they come out of the old courthouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they had them.
Does the county have any money involved in?
I can't answer that. They may have had them painted and upholstered, I don't know.
If they're going to the lodge, I mean, I think we're donating.
Donate, yeah.
If it's lawful, I think so too.
That lodge, I'll make
Yeah.
a motion that
I'll second.
All right. Anthony made it and Daniel seconded. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, like sign. They're about 3 in a set, aren't they? The 4 in a set? Together, buckled together?
I think they're four.
And they're heavy. The best I recall, they're awful heavy.
They're nice. Somebody ought to be using them.
Yeah, they shouldn't be up there together in dust. Okay, talking about the Bethel Chapel Road. I think we were given, the authority for 30,000 something more.
a little bit more than 30,000, maybe 30.
So if they pay 80% and we just pay the 20, then we wouldn't be out much over $6,000. Is that correct?
I haven't looked at it. About, yeah.
I think that's right.
80%, 30,000, 24 to 6,000.
And if I understand it right, because it's an emergency, it does not have to be bid, is that correct?
Which one is it?
The Bethel Chapel Road over there, it's been.
I'd have to get back to you on that.
That's what Mr. Linden told me.
That's what they told me.
I Craig said that for
I was
emergency
trusting. Yeah.
funding, it don't have to be.
Well, in order to do that, I guess it's up to the court to pick whoever they want to pick to do the job. Is that your all's feeling about it? It doesn't have to have any steel, so I don't think.
They're gonna move the road up and
Up the
top of
hill.
the hill.
Higher up on the
Yeah.
hill. What would be your estimation to travel back and forth through every day?
It'll be hard to say. There's quite a few people that uses that road to go from Stacy Fork to Mountain Parkway
Yeah.
or over to 191.
This road connects 191 and
840.
844 together across the hill. There's not very much residence on it, but there's a church on the Stacy Fork side, is that right? And then it goes up to the,
There's 4 or 5 houses on
That way.
191 side and 3 or 4 on 844.
they've continually had the problem there, they're slipping all the time and they're trying to correct it, that's what it is. And hopefully this will do it.
How long's that been going on?
I know for 7
FEMA
years.
worked on it once or twice, so they told us.
FEMA got the money for us, but it did go to that road.
Yeah.
It might be the best for bid it. I mean, if it's been going on that long, it's an emergency, but I'd say it's been going on that long.
Very good point.
I think we better bid it.
I'd say,
Okay.
Do a lot better.
I believe I would be on the safe side.
Bid it, make sure it comes
that'd be
to
the
the people
best.
more than you.
Well, the past emergency things hasn't worked out too well. As some of you know.
I'll make a motion to bid it out.
Okay.
Second.
We'll try to get that out as soon as possible, and hopefully they can work on it.
And all the paperwork that we've received on it, I've spoken to Craig about it, and I've sent it to Janice Flagstad, so, I mean, anything we have on it's been sent in.
Already been submitted to
Mhm,
the
so it's needed to be a problem. Or hold up, well, having said that, you know how long these things take?
I know.
Sounds like it's a day.
We might get started on it this time next year. But it's an emergency, it ought to move faster than that.
Craig told me that if it slipped and went down into the handyman's pond, he could sue, but he would win. He said, you all need to get that fixed now.
Well, I think that's the intent of the court, is try to fix it as quick as we can. But,
Good, while we're on the road, I'd like to have whoever does it, I guess the road department, to order 2 road signs for that Billy D. Rigsby Road.
okay.
What's the name of it, Stan?
Billy D. Rigsby.
Rigby.
Yeah, Rick.
Rigby.
Stanley, is that 2 Gs or 1? Is it 2 G, R-I-G-G, or just 2 of them?
That ain't spell your name too, Stanley?
You'll be picking on the road, them.
He picked the worst road again, didn't he?
It ain't named after me.
Well, I know it's an inconvenience for the buses and people try to go from 519 to 7 and vice versa. But it's not passable the way it is. It's sure is.
I was
a
wondering
hazard.
if maybe, which I don't know, if it was rock, we probably couldn't, but I was wondering if maybe the guys at the garage could take the excavator over and just dig that down from it. Dig it down, that would actually be the best thing to do with it, just dig the road on down.
Push it over the bank.
Yeah. Because that would get you down, I mean, you cut that hump out,
Yeah.
you can't see
Yeah.
over that. Talk to them, maybe have them go down and look at it, see if they could tell, you know, if they, of course, I mean, if it's a job, it won't be a job or something, but yeah, they have one of them. Usually, I mean,
Yeah.
not having to look at it, see,
All right.
and,
But order you 2 signs.
yeah.
Did you check on it to see what to change his road name, what had to be done, Miles?
Yeah, it looks like KRS 179.330, subsection 2, says that the name of the road can only be changed by an order of the county judge executive. Such order may be issued on a petition and proceeding in which 50% or more of the property owners abutting the road have joined in the petition or have been summoned for a hearing upon the petition by the county judge executive at a day and time designated for the hearing. So basically, if you, somebody said that there was 2 people on this road, 2 landowners, whatever the case may be, if we can either get 50% or more of them to sign a petition saying they want the road changed, or if you can prove that you basically had told them of a time and date of the hearing to change it, which is just giving somebody notice, then the fiscal court can vote and you can sign the order changing the road. That's basically the only 2 things we need to do.
Stanley, are you aware of who the people are that bought the Sheets property?
I don't know who it is.
And I don't know who bought the Prairie property. You know what their name is?
Yeah, I know that guy.
I know him, but I don't know what his name is.
Blue on quad or something like that. On the
We'll find it out.
And for it, on board, something like that.
Yeah, the easiest way, if they're agreeing to it, is to get, I'd like to get both their signatures on it, but you would actually only need one, and then fiscal court can vote. and you-
I think it's eight. ANSWART or something like that. And housing you put in there, something like that.
Have they finished the Sheets house till it's livable? I mean,
Well,
remodeling it.
I think they're living there, but looks like they're still working on it. They got it back down on the foundation and everything, and I see cars there all the time.
Okay, so I guess there's somebody
I'm
there.
pretty sure they're living there.
All right.
Kind of a work in progress, I guess.
Well, I know that through the summer, there wasn't nobody in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, these cars there, when I take the kids to school, there's always cars there.
There's a item here that I want to get your all's take on. There's 4 roads over in, I guess to say the western side of the county, down where the Girl Scout camp is, and White Branch, and Morgan View, and Coon Creek. Looks like in 2005, they were given, they weren't given to them, but they were under the jurisdiction of Menifee Fiscal Court to take care of it. Do you know anything about that, Denver?
It seemed like they took care of them. We had to pay one time to have that chip and seal put on some of them roads.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it was now.
I
don't know about
They
for-
wanted to turn it back over to us.
Hi.
There was one road that they wanted to turn back over to Morgan County 3 years ago.
Are they still taking care of it?
Yeah. But the judge is coming here tomorrow to discuss this, and I figure that's what they want to do. The way times are, they feel like they've got enough of their own, but we have to go out of Morgan County. You all live back that way, over into Menifee County and come back to it. And-
What he's gonna ask us is, I mean, they don't take care of the roads, but in the contract here, you see that we're supposed to pay them, out of,
You put the discussion up. You know more about it than I do.
let's see. They are, the folks that live on those roads, their property tax money, Menifee County is to get those, is to get that to compensate them for taking care of these
Take care of the
roads.
road? Okay.
Now,
Well, that's fair trade, sounds like, don't it?
I talked to him at the conference, and he said that they had not been receiving money from us.
Okay.
I know that one time we ordered for money, I didn't know we'd been paying it here lately. I think, from what I can understand, that they kind of quit taking care of them back in about 2012 or 13. And then here in the last several months, I've contacted them, and they're going to continue to do that. So, but they did remove snow back in the winter, and they have been mowing the right-of-ways. And also on this contract, it says that emergency services, 911, emergency services, police, fire, and ambulance service, that's included as well. So I think he's just going to ask.
Would
that
this
we-
contract, Miles, be valid as we go along, or do we have to be
I
revised?
mean, I see that, people can share their duties as far as the roads and the taking care of and the mowing. So the part about the police thing really bothers me. I mean, I don't know the jurisdiction.
Well, this agreement, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's
This
fine.
agreement was made, Department of Local Government, Rich Ornstein, he's the one that did this.
Yeah, criminal procedure, I mean, you have your own codes, no matter what's in a contract, it can't overcome certain criminal procedures. I mean, if a Wolf County Sheriff's deputy shows up to arrest a Morgan County person in Morgan County, does he have jurisdiction? I don't know. I doubt it. It's state police. You're all right to go across county lines. You're also, I mean, if you get temporary okay, like if you're telling somebody, you say, hey, I'm coming into Morgan County, and they say, go ahead, no problem. But yeah, the part, there's all those different things, and nothing's come up since I've been county attorney, but it seems weird that Menifee County is going to service those areas with their deputies. And if they did, then they would need something besides just that contract. They would need some okay by our police force. Probably Sheriff Anthony Gullett, Sheriff Gullett. So I don't know.
Wasn't this brought up in 2011, the 10th Congress, and he argued around over
For sure,
that?
it seems like it, but I am not 100% sure about it. Something was brought up about it.
I think he even asked, because in the blacktop, they wanted to turn it over to Morgan County, and he said, well, make sure you get it ready before you turn it over to us with the blacktop. I mean,
Maybe
he
I
brought that
can't remember.
report.
Well, this was done in 2005, so it's been 11 years since it's been done, so I don't know where it needs to be. Did you get the copy I sent to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't see any problem with anything other than that. And it might just be boilerplate. They're putting it all in there, but yeah, that's the only weird part I've seen about it.
Well, would you care to come tomorrow and sit into the conference?
What time is it?
2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
I can't. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I will definitely try my best.
You may be too. I'm not sure.
I think that's what you told me.
Rick Stilton, the judge down there, is going to come up here. He's been wanting to meet with us. So any of you fellows want to come hear what they've got to say, you're more than welcome to. So we'll see.
I'll try to make it.
Before we do anything at all, I guess we need to hear what they've got to offer, don't we? I mean, they, see what the proposal is.
Yeah, they might just want to jerk it all together.
I'm sure it's a great help to us not to have to go that far away to get back into our county to take care of the roads and mow and so
Yeah, I
forth.
mean, it just makes sense because their road department's already out there.
That's right.
I mean, makes sense. That way those folks can get the services that they deserve.
We'll bring it back up to 2010, next meeting about what we find. Start out with.
You gotta have a figure on that tax money that they're supposed to be getting, probably on.
Yeah. And maybe we'll have to put it up on time, put it on installment plan, pay it. I don't think you can give away property like that.
Should be looking into it.
Yeah. Pardon? Might be. Could. Could be. Yeah. And I'm sure that it needs attention all the time. Okay, let's see about, we need to discuss an item about the swimming pool.
Yes, I know we promised, 3 months ago, that if our financial situation improved, we would try to help them out. And they were needing the money, or at least part of it, to get the pool ready for this winter.
Winterizing and so forth.
Can we get,
Was it?
they asked
was
for
it,
5,000, and that time we,
At least you'll need about
What you
that.
feeling about that?
Well, we told them to give them the money, so let's give them some of them where they need to winterize it with.
You reckon that if we give them half of it now and wait till spring, give them another half, that would be all right? or
that'll be able
not?
to,
That ought to do it.
Do I hear a motion to that effect?
I'll make that motion.
Anthony made the motion to give them half. Second?
Second.
All right. All in favor? Seems as if they have a hard time in that swimming pool out there, don't they?
Stanley, before you get on to anything else, I got the boys here to start working in the morning to get it up early, and we need to bring something before school.
Right here.
We've already talked to Charles, he says it's basically out of your, kind of out of your all's realm, but anyway, this young man and this young lady here, their mother owns a farm down on, what is now known as the Bill Payton Road. It's County Road number 1430. Supposedly the county road ends at the end of the blacktop there. which is now owned by Larry Hampton. Mr. Hampton has took it upon himself to put a gate across the road and does not allow anyone in or out. This road has been traveled, I'm 52 years old, it's been traveled for 52 years as a public road. Not sure Daddy didn't do a little greater work on it when he was magistrate, but that's neither here nor there. This man has blocked everyone that's behind, even the people that's behind that. But they have other ways of getting in and out. Marty doesn't, and nor does Cheryl. They have no other way of getting into this property. And he has offered a key to this 9-foot gate, or what is it, 9 foot, 8 inches? And he can get a 10-foot push off through this gate. He's offered a key to only Marty and his wife, no one else. Well, you have family members that need to go out there, that's where they get their firewood. She wasn't even offered a key, she's part owner. Or her mother is, the mother is not wanting to deal with this at her age. She has turned it over to the children. And it's my understanding through real estate school and all, you can't block a man from his property. That road, a blind man can see that road's been traveled in the last 15 years. I know that Mom said that, that because it wasn't on the county system at any time, they couldn't find it on the county system. Marty's got and Cheryl have a deed that was deeded in 1918. And the property line goes to the public pathway. At that time, there wasn't a fiscal court. There wasn't county roads. You were lucky to have a gravel every 300 foot on a road. So, that being said, it's my understanding Miles wants us to go before Judge Phillips and get her permission to basically have him to dismantle that gate. That road has been used and believed to be county all these years. His great-grandparents had a farm and home out there. That was one of the ways of getting into it. I actually went out there as a child, used that road as a child to get a dog once, I remember it. And we used that road. That road was not blacktop then. It wasn't even a county road at that time, as far as the county is concerned. The fiscal court. But it is the same road. If you can see it, it continues on, and he can't get to his farm, and if he doesn't get a bush hog in there, you know what's going to happen. Denzel's going to have to come out and make some money. But anyway, we want this on record. If you guys could help this family, and it's a big family. It's the Payton family. That's where it came through. We can get people. Harold McKinney can tell you that he used that road when he was a young man, and he's older than dirt. Yeah, he farmed the farm. So, I mean, this man is all the ones moved in there and decided to play golf.
Where this road ends now, where the gate is that the length that we're supposed to have? I mean, is that county, up to that? It is county there.
Yeah, county.
But from there on, it has been a passway, but
it's been a public
not
passway.
recorded, other than the deeds that referred to it as you went along.
All we're asking is that gate to be put down before there's trouble. And there's going to be trouble. And I'm liable to be on the tractor because I don't like the road. So, but he just moved into the neighborhood, 6 months ago at the most? November. He moved in November, and he's running every one of the family off, told them they had no business back there, they didn't own nothing back there. Well, they get their firewood back there. This is his farm, and if he wants to have everybody he knows to come back there and have a cookout, that's his business, and that's his farm, and hers. I keep forgetting her, she's sick and she's black. But anyway, how would you like to not be able to get over to your house?
I probably wouldn't like it.
That's right. But like I said, I don't like bullies, so I'm probably the one that would be the one. But anyway, they're quite peaceful, I'm not. But this man has just come in there and played God and wants to stop. I don't know what he's doing back there. He must be doing something he don't want us to know about. We don't care what he's doing.
What did you start saying then? Excuse me.
Does the county road go on past Bill Payton's house now?
Past the Bill Payton house, probably, 30 feet? Blacktop was 30 feet, that's where he goes.
Yeah, the gate sits on it.
The gate sits on
Bill's property?
it used to be.
Come out of Carter Branch.
Yeah, you come around Carter Branch. see, this road, when you go into this road, there's other roads. There's one that comes around the Carpenter Branch, there's one that goes down to what we call Ma's Old Horse Place. And it also goes around to where Carter Cantrell lives now. Plus, you can make it to go you and come back around where Ricky Payton lives. Am I right, boys? Is my memory right? I mean, it's got a lot of feeders in there. Yeah, there's a cemetery down there. And he's wanting to play God, so we've got to get this on record so that we can do, you know, we would appreciate the fiscal court, because that's what we were under the impression of in all my business life. I've been under the impression that once a county road, unless it's deeded back to the landlord. And you can't stop a man, woman, child, or dog from getting on his property, you know.
You're not allowed to gate it up.
You can't landlock nobody, and that's what he's trying to do, other than just Marty and his wife. He doesn't care about Anna, which is the true landowner, and the daughter. You know, they're all, if one owns it in our neck of the woods, the whole family owns it, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like in yours. But this man has decided to play God, and he doesn't want anyone back in there at all. And so I don't know if he's doing something. He's building a barn real close to the passageway. Marty and I were down there, and the only time he wanted to at least be halfway cordial was when I looked at him and said, let's lawyer up. He has no money to lawyer up. So then he decided he'd give Marty a key. Marty and his wife owned it. Well, what does that do to the rest of the family that gets the firewood there? You know, everybody can't have 1,400 acres of woods to get their firewood. You know, I don't. I have to depend on someone else's land to get my firewood. So, you know, if you look on Google Maps, you can see, you can look at it right up on your computer, and you can see it going. And you can see where the other ones have been traveled until nobody can go through there now. He won't let in. Not even if you come from mine. See, there's actually a road that'll, not only on Carpenter's Branch, but you take another part of it, goes around by what we call the Lichens Woods, and comes out at my dad's farm. So I can't even go to visit Christopher on a four-wheeler because I can't get through.
It's been heavily traveled for years. We farmed it for all my life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we traveled it, all my life.
Yeah.
I've been through that road there, they come out there at Gall's place.
I'm sorry?
I've been through that road, comes out there at Wick's
Well,
place.
did you know kind of what I'm talking about? So it's not like it's all at once we decided that we're going to open a road back up. This road has been open until he closed it. And, you know, that's the problem. And I was, with it being a public passageway in the deed, and, you know, and that deed supersedes us. But I know that Miles is the attorney, not me. But, you know, he's protecting the court, and that's his job. But, you know, if there's anything the court can do to keep us from having to go to the big court, it would be greatly appreciated. If not, we'll go on. You know, we need this on record because these people cannot be landlocked. You know, I wouldn't be landlocked. I'd have the gate down. They're nice, I'm not. I'd have the gate posted all down, and he's been typically split pieces for the straw. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm serious. Nobody has the right to landlock you, and that's what he's trying to really do to this family. And if he's really, you know, he's not very smart, because if he decides to do that and we have to lawyer up, but, you know, you have to give him the closest and direct way, right, Miles? Am I correct?
Not necessarily, but usually the court finds that way.
Okay, going to split in bottom and look wide open. So maybe, Marty, you might be better off to split that bottom wide open. You know, but I don't think the gentleman has the knowledge or the ability to grasp that.
How long's he been in there?
Since November.
November.
Yeah. And Marty can't even get out there to bush hog without going through his yard, and you know what's going to happen when that happens. Because he's going to be off the road. And we've got neighbors that run cattle that maybe don't adjoin this gentleman. Everybody's cattle gets out. Have you all ever had any cattle that didn't get out? You've had well-trained cattle. His cattle got out. Well, what are you going to do when you've got a $1,500 cow that's on somebody else? You're going to go get it. and he wouldn't let him in. But he got through, he got full, got through. But, I'm